Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 concepts in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episodes. This is the episode number 56. If you didn't watch previous episodes, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the first question. They given the 3 different cations. The 1 and 3 are rigid cation, 3 is the tertiary cation. 1 cation with 1 rigid carbon, 3 cation with 2 rigid carbon. And second one is tertiary cation with simple extended linear chain. Here they are asking stability among them. So from the 3 structure and possible question of stability, you might realize the question is really about the structure of the cation and its stability. The answer is D. Let us see how. Here you have 2 factors influence the stability of cation. One is ring rigidity and ring strain. Let us analyze the extreme here. The most stable one is second one because it's a tertiary cation without any strain or rigidity. So it's more stable. Now let us look at 1 and 3. 1 is least stable because it's attached with 2 5-member ring. It is more strained one and it is rigid and it is least stable there. More strained and rigid and least stable. If you look at the third one, it has 2 6-member ring. No strain is there but ring is rigid there. So third will be better than the first one. So if you look at the stability order, second one will be most stable. Finally least one is the first one there. So the answer is clearly D there. Here the concepts you have to learn here is rigidity decreases the stability of cation as well as ring strain decreases the stability of cation. Let us look at the next question. They given the 4 different structure. All are conjugated diene. P1 is cyclic system with exocyclic double bond which is in conjugation with alkene. Q is conjugated alkene on 2 rings. R is conjugated alkene on 2 rings with transposition which is S transposition and S is anthracene. Here they are asking the dienes undergo Diels-Alder reaction. Which one will undergo Diels-Alder reaction? So you have to guess among them. So from the 4 structure and question of Diels-Alder reaction, you might realize the question is really about double bond structure versus its reactivity. The answer is D. Let us see how. Here we have to look at the 4 different structure based on the double bond configuration. Here let us look at the structure P first. P is S trans configuration. It cannot isomerize because ring is very rigid, so it won't undergo Diels-Alder reaction. If you look at the Q1, it is S trans again, but ring is very rigid. It also cannot isomerize, no Diels-Alder reaction. If you look at the R, clearly it's in transposition. It will not undergo Diels-Alder reaction because of ring rigidity. If you look at the S, it has configuration of S's and it can undergo Diels-Alder reaction. Here I shown the Diels-Alder reaction. Here the middle ring is more electron richer, so the reaction undergo Diels-Alder reaction at middle ring. So the answer is clearly yes there. S is configuration. Here the concepts you have to learn here is Diels-Alder reaction required the diene with S is configuration. Let us look at the next question. Here they are asking order of CO stretching frequency, the IR frequency they are asking. Here they given the 4 different structure. One is acetic acid, another is aldehyde, another is acid chloride, another is amide. Basically you are playing between carbonyl group. They are asking which one have higher CO stretching frequency. So from the question of IR stretching frequency and 4 different structures, you might realize the question is really about functional group versus stretching and its influence on carbonyl. The answer is C. Let us see how. Here you are basically looking up carbonyl stretching frequency, so you have to find the influence of functional group here. Here functional groups are represented as X. It has lone pair of electron mean it will weaken the double bond there. Here you have to see the resonance structure. If X has lone pair, it donates and carbonyl becomes single bond there. So the resonance decreases the strength of CO there. As well as you have to look at the alternativity of donating atom. If you look at it, oxygen is higher, then chlorine, then nitrogen, then hydrogen will come. If you look at the acid can donate H plus, so O minus weaken the double bond due to resonance there. If you look at the aldehyde has electron donating methyl group. It won't have any influence on the carbonyl group. It will actually increase the length of carbonyl group by decreasing the positive charge there. If you look at the amide also little bit same, but when compared to chlorine, the chlorine is more electronegative. What really happens is it decreases the bond length there. So it will pull and CO bond length decreases, bond energy increases. So it will have higher stretching frequency than anything. So the answer is clearly C there. Here the concept you have to learn here is the atoms with lone pair decrease the strength of CO bond. And if the carbonyl compound attached with electronegative atom, the stretching frequency will be higher than the normal one. Then let us look at the next question. They given the 4 different compounds. Here they are asking proton NMR frequency of highlighted hydrogen there. First one is alkene with hydrogen, second one is benzene hydrogen which is aromatic hydrogen, third one is alkyne hydrogen, fourth one is just a methyl hydrogen there. So here basically they are asking what happened to hydrogen with the attached groups. So from the 4 different structure and possible NMR values, you might realize the question is really about pi bond versus NMR values. The answer is B. Let us see how. Here let us analyze the extreme there. Normally the electron current which is generated by double bond influences the induced magnetic field. In benzene bi-electrons are more, the induction also more. The hydrogen also outside the cloud there. Since the ring is aromatic, outside will be paramagnetic, ring will be diamagnetic. So hydrogen in the paramagnetic region, it will be de-shielded, it will come in the downfield region. So it will come first. If you look at the least one is methyl there because no influence is there. So the shift will be least one. We have to analyze between 1 and 3. Everybody know in alkene hydrogen outside the electron cloud, in alkyne hydrogen inside the electron cloud. So what really happens is alkene has higher chemical shift than alkyne. So the answer will be clearly B. Second will be the higher, then first will come, then third, least will be the fourth one. Here the concepts you have to learn here is pi electron provide induced magnetic field. The hydrogen inside the electron current is diamagnetic. The hydrogen outside the electron current is, it will be paramagnetic, it will be upfield. Hydrogen inside the electron current is upfield. Hydrogen outside the electron current is downfield there. Here the important concepts you have to learn here is hybridization and its electronegativity don't play any role here. Then let us look at the next question. They are asking orientation of dipole there. Here they given the furan and the pyridine. They are asking direction of dipole. Whether dipole start from nitrogen to the ring or ring to the nitrogen. You have to establish the direction of dipole in the both pyridine and pyrrole there. So from the question of orientation and possible dipoles, you might realize the question is really about orientation versus dipole moment. The answer is A. Let us see how. Before knowing the dipole moment, you have to know dipole moment by conversion. The dipole start from positive to negative. Since nitrogen is electronegative, the negative charge on nitrogen, so the direction start from the ring to nitrogen. In pyrrole it will be reversed because positive charge established on nitrogen atom for the aromaticity there. So the positive charge on the nitrogen and negative on the ring. So the direction will be reversed than the expected one. So in pyrrole the dipole start from nitrogen to the ring, but in pyridine it start from ring to nitrogen. So the answer is clearly A there. Here the concepts you have to learn here is by conversion dipole start from positive to negative. Normally the most electronegative atom will get the end point on the dipole. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.